Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we're going to be looking at vocabulary related to driving. We'll be doing that through a mixture of exercises, fill in the blank, mix and match, what have you, and through a little bit of discussion. And not only will we be picking up, hopefully, individual actual vocabulary words, but also, more importantly, I feel, collocations, how words are used with other words or are used in phrases, chunking with other phrases and sentences. Okay. So come on in. Anybody, just join the class whenever, as soon as you can, whenever you can, because we're going to get started right off here. Let me first welcome Jose Luis. Hello, Jose. How are you?
I'm fine, teacher. How are you been?
I'm good. It's been a while. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been?
Yeah. Fine, teacher. Working a lot, like a
Yeah.
donkey, but fine.
Like a donkey? Okay. That's an interesting analogy. Working like a donkey. Okay.
We use this in Mexico.
I see.
We used to use this in Mexico. Yeah.
It's a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
I think, let's see, I'm trying to think of an English equivalent. Okay, we might say working like a slave,
Oh,
perhaps.
we use one that say working like black for lives like white people. Working like black people for living like white people. Something
Well,
like
that's
that.
right to the point, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, good to see you again, Jose. Glad to have you back in class.
Thank you,
Welcome.
teacher. Thank you a lot.
All right. Also, Javier is with us again. Hooray. Hi, Javier.
Hi teacher, how you doing?
I'm good. Evening to you. Welcome back.
Thanks.
And Hector is also with us again today. Great. Hey, Hector.
Hey Oakley, good evening or good morning.
Thanks. Good evening or good morning to you. Okay, gentlemen. I see no reason to procrastinate. Let's get right to it. I'm going to do a screen share here, and we're going to start by looking at some exercises with collocations, actually, and then using them in a sentence. Here we go. Okay. We're going to start by matching the two halves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the on the left and with the right half of the word or the collocation, A, B, C, D, E, on the right. Okay, so Jose, traffic. What goes with traffic?
I'm not sure, teacher. Jam? No?
Traffic jam, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's another one actually that possibly goes with it as well, and that might be traffic ticket. A ticket, a penalty, a fine you have to pay, or the actual physical document itself where it's written down. For example, you don't stop at a stop sign or some kind of traffic violation. You pass somebody where you shouldn't pass them, something like that. You can get a traffic ticket.
Okay.
So, okay, we have parking ticket, traffic ticket, or speeding ticket. Obviously, speeding ticket clearly for going too fast. Jose, have you ever gotten a speeding ticket?
No, really, teacher. It's not common in Mexico. Well, just in the
on the highway.
Yeah, because in Mexico, the police is not pay attention at this kind of problems. Yeah,
I
just
can.
in the town center in Mexico Center, we have cameras that control this kind of problems. But I don't go a lot to
Okay.
Mexico City, so I don't have this problem often.
I see. All
Mhm.
right. Okay. Thanks. Quick shout out to a couple students who have joined us. Hello, Heidi. Welcome to the class.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Welcome. And hello to Monica. Hi, Monica. Hi, Monica. How are you? Oops. Okay. She'll be back. Okay. Next co-location, Javier. Whoops. Wrong button. Sorry about that. Oopsie. Let me pull that back up for you again. Hang on. Okay. Javier, petrol.
Well, it's petrol station.
Indeed it is. Of course, in American English, we do use petrol, but we call it by another name. Javier?
Gas station?
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Okay, gas station. All right, obviously a place to get gas. Speaking of which, Javier, are the prices going down in your country?
Sorry. Yes, they are going
Prices
down. They went
Okay.
down, yes.
They did, yeah. Here, where I currently live in the Philippines, they went down pretty drastically. It's a great thing. It's a great thing.
Yes.
Sure, absolutely. You know what's funny is I have a lot of Russian students. You know, about the only place that gas prices have not gone down is in Russia, which is I really don't understand. But
Oh.
yeah, okay. All right, next one, Hector. Hector unleaded.
Unleaded petrol.
Yeah, indeed, or unleaded gas.
Unleaded gas.
Sure. Of course, well, I don't know about everywhere in the world, but in the United States at least, and here where I live, of course, there is only unleaded gas because lead, of course, is very dangerous for the human health. Hector, do you know anything about the history of leaded gas? It's actually very interesting.
Yes, in Cosmos series, the last week I saw the chapter about the elimination of the lead in the gas or in the gasoline.
I
It's
also
a
saw that. Yeah.
yes.
Right. It's very, very interesting. Right. I saw the
Yes.
same thing. If anybody's interested, Cosmos, the series, the documentary series, very interesting. Has an interesting episode about gas and oil, in particular leaded gas, and how oil and gas companies try to block science and
Yes.
keep selling leaded gas to kill people. So all these people that say, oh, there's no global warming and gas and oil don't harm the environment, just remember that they, for 20 or 30 years, lied to the public of the world about lead in gas. Right?
Yes.
Take that.
Oakley, I have a question. Can we use
Shoot.
also, can we say only the fuel?
Can we say only the few?
Oh, only the fuel.
Unleaded fuel. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
sure. You're absolutely correct. That's very good. Good question. Yeah, that is another common co-location. Unleaded fuel. Sure. Unleaded fuel, unleaded petrol, unleaded gas. Yep. Good one. Okay. Before I lose track, I should say hello to some other folks who have joined us. Hello, David. Welcome to the class. Hi, David.
Hi, teacher Oakley. I'm doing
Hi.
well. What about you?
I'm doing great today, actually. Thank you.
Okay, I'm glad.
And also hello to Robert. Good to see you again, Robert. Hi, Robert. Welcome to the class. Robert, this is why I do microphone checks. Can't hear you, buddy. Can't hear you. You may have to adjust your settings or try bouncing out and coming back to the class. Sometimes that works. And also hello to Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Good night.
Well, good evening. In English, usually we say good night when we're saying goodbye during the nighttime. But we say good evening to say hello during the nighttime. So, good evening. Daniel.
Okay. Good evening.
All right. Good to have you here. Okay, moving on. Heidi, number 4. Double yellow.
W. W. Line.
Double yellow lines. And what do double yellow lines mean?
You shouldn't, let's say, it's very difficult to explain.
No, it's not. Not really.
It's a center line, maybe, and then you
Right.
shouldn't pass or
That's it. That's it. Okay, the double yellow lines are in the center of the road or the center line. Okay, whether it's white or yellow, the lines in the middle are called the center line. Thanks for pointing that out. And they color sometimes they make dashes, sometimes it's a solid yellow line, sometimes it's white or dashes. Right, and yellow or white, basically yellow indicates you should not pass, or British English, for that matter, in Canada, they say overtake. So there's no, for example, when I go to Canada, it says no overtaking.
Yeah.
In the United States, it says no passing. But that's right. For a double yellow line, you should not pass. You got it. Okay. And last one, Monica, is your microphone working now? Check.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I have problems with my internet, a lot of problems. Yeah. Last one, parking. Parking match with ticket.
Yes, it does. Monica, have you ever gotten a parking ticket?
Forgotten?
Have you ever gotten, not forgotten, have you ever gotten a parking ticket?
Yeah. I need always a ticket for the parking. Yeah.
No.
In fact, all day. Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Hold on here.
Okay.
Hold on.
No. I'm wrong. Yeah. Ticket. Yeah. If I am parking in a wrong place. Yeah.
That's right. That's it. Right.
No, I haven't. Unfortunately, not.
Okay. All right. So, okay, I'm glad you made that mistake because I should point that out. If you park in a garage or a parking lot, sometimes they give you a ticket so they can tell how long you've been parking there. Sure.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a receipt. But usually when we say parking ticket, we don't think about that. We think about a penalty or a fine. They leave it under your windshield wiper, windscreen wiper, as we learned yesterday in British. They leave you a ticket and you're supposed to pay it to the government. Yeah. Okay. Moving on, now we're going to use these co-locations to do a few fill-in-the-blank exercises. David, starting with you, go ahead and read the sentence, filling in the blanks as you go.
Yes, this cell
Diesel, blank, and LP are the three basic kinds of fuel you can buy at. Okay, diesel, unleaded, and LP are the three basic kinds of fuel you can buy at a station.
Okay. And again, Americans say unleaded gas or unleaded fuel, and gas station. Frankly,
Gas station.
your ellipsis when you drop words. Here in the first one, you didn't say unleaded gas or petrol. Actually, that's quite normal, I have to tell you. Fill her up with unleaded. Nobody bothers to say unleaded gas or unleaded petrol. We just use the one word unleaded, frankly.
Okay.
But we do normally say gas station because there's other kinds of stations.
Gas station.
Train station, yeah, right. Right. And one other small thing, David, pronunciation kinds. It's a long I, not kins or keens or whatever. Kind.
Oh yes, sure.
Right.
Kinds. Okay,
That's it.
I got it.
Okie doke.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where'd Robert go? Hopefully he'll be back. All right. Daniel, how about next sentence here?
One moment. I don't see the sentence, teacher, please.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll scroll up. Here.
The screen is black.
It is?
No.
Okay. Let me reload it then. Hang on.
Yes.
Give me a second.
Yes. Yeah. No. It's locked. The screen is locked, teacher. I can't see the sentence.
I'm working on it. I'm reloading it for you. Does that work? Can you see it now?
Yes. Okay. If you park on parking, you will get a ticket, or you might to tow it away.
You might be towed away. Not quite. The second part, you'll get a parking ticket. The first part's crazy. But actually, if you park on a double yellow line, which would mean you're parking in the middle of the street, which you'd have to be out of your mind.
Okay.
But yeah, most certainly they would tow your car. When they tow your car, they hook it up with chains to that big truck that has a winch that lifts your car in the air, and they drag your car away. They tow your car with a tow truck. In English, we call it a tow truck. Yeah. Or sometimes we call it a wrecker. We're going to call the wrecker to tow your car away. Okay.
Yeah.
Could you say repo? No.
Nayebe, can you hear me?
Yeah, now yeah.
Okay. Oh, I disappeared. Okay, I didn't realize it was me. Sorry about that. Hello, Nayebe. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Guess I had a little connection problem for a second, but I didn't even realize it. All right. Nayebe, can you try sentence number 8, please? Right here.
Avoid the rush hour, and you won't get stuck in a in a traffic.
Yeah, in a traffic jam, right? Traffic jam. That's right. Naibe, have you ever been stuck in a traffic jam?
Yes.
Of course you have. Who
all,
hasn't?
all,
Every-
all the time.
Yeah, okay. I know, it's a very stupid question. Everybody's got stuck in a traffic
No.
jam. Really. Yeah, okay. Jose, you're asking, would you say repo? Okay, good question. Repo is just a short slang for repossess. Now, if your car is illegally parked, then they'll tow your car, and you pay money. They'll store your car, you pay money, and you get your car back. If they repo or repossess your car, that's because that's a private company. That's because you have not paid your car payment. All right, you're supposed to make a regular payment to the dealership or whatever, or to someone. You borrowed money, or you're doing a payment plan to pay for your car, and you haven't paid for, I don't know, 2 months or 3 months or something. They'll send somebody to basically secretly tow your car away, even from your driveway or where you normally, in front of your house, wherever you normally park your car. Basically, these repo men are paid to steal your car back and give it back to the dealership. So that's if your car is repoed, it's been repossessed. So the possession goes back to the seller. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna kind of avoid the road signs for now. Do some other stuff. We may come back to look at some road signs, but I want to look at some other things for the time being. Okay.
Pero yo creo que esto se lo están, mañana se lo está respondiendo Riveros porque ellos son de Cyprotec.
Excuse me, Daniel? What was that? Okay. In any case, let me quickly welcome Alejandro. Hello, Alejandro. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay, Jose, I'm going to take it back to you. We're going to look at these words are actually more co-locations: hard shoulder, inside lane, emergency phone. And we're going to use these words in sentences, maybe talk about them a little bit. Jose, can you start us off with number one?
Yeah, of course, teacher. The plank is normally used by lorries and other slow-moving traffic. I don't know, slip road?
I don't think so. I think they're talking about the lanes.
Outside lane.
So I think they're talking about the different lanes here. We have the inside lane, the middle lane, the outside lane. Which lane does slow-moving traffic use? I suppose we would be on a 3-lane highway.
Yeah, I know it, but I don't know the difference because, as I say,
Inside and outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
We drive fast all the time.
Okay. Hang on. All right. In Mexico, which side of the road do you drive on? On the right side? Like in Great Britain and English, you drive on the left side of the road. But in the USA, you drive on the right side of the road.
Mexico used both, teacher.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
If there's a road that only 2 cars can fit on, and some cars are going north and some cars are going south, which side of the road would you be on? The right side or the left side?
Usually, I think the right side.
Yeah, it's the right side. I've driven in Mexico. Why am I asking you this? I know the answer to this. Okay. Anyway, where you might have multiple or several lanes. All right, if you drive on the right side of the road, then the furthest right is called the inside lane, and then the middle lane, and then the outside lane. So slow traffic would drive on the inside or most right lane, and then well, number 2 here, Javier, number 2.
Well,
You got to read the third one as well. There's a little trick to that. Yeah, you got to do 2 and 3 at the same time, I think.
okay. I think the outside line is used for overtaking.
Well, if you look at sentence 3, yeah, I think there's a little trick here.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Well, the inside line is used for overtaking, and number 3 is the
Oh,
middle
guys.
line. What?
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay, the lane. Okay, okay. Let me try to explain. All right, what we're imagining here, by the way, we're 3 lanes going north and 3 lanes going south on a highway.
Okay.
First of all, that would be called a 6-lane highway if we're talking about just the road as a whole. Okay, Route 27 is a 6-lane highway. 3 going north, 3 going south. All right, if there's 3 lanes going north, the furthest right is the inside lane, and that's used for slow-moving traffic. Lorries or trucks. A lorry, British writing. A lorry is in American, of course, a truck. All right, so the right-hand lane or the inside lane is used for trucks and buses and old ladies. Okay, and the middle lane you use to pass the trucks and buses and old ladies.
The middle.
And right, and then the outside lane or the most left lane you use if you need to pass everybody. The other 2 lanes are full.
Oh, okay.
For the fastest cars, or for maniac teenagers who are driving way too fast and a hazard to everyone, they may just stay on the outside lane and blow by you really fast.
What old ladies?
What old ladies? You know old ladies. The old ladies who drive really slow. You know what I'm saying. I think you know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm generalizing. Actually, we have a stereotype in America about little old ladies that drive very fast. The little old lady from Pasadena. It's a song by the Beach Boys. But anyway, we sometimes reference that song if we talk about a little old lady who drives really fast. There she goes, the little old lady. She drives like the little old lady from Pasadena. Anyway. It's a reference to a Beach Boys song. Okay. Let me talk to Hector. Hector, try number 4 here. Okay.
Never stop unless you have to use an.
Okay. Never stop on the something.
Okay, maybe sleep road unless you must use emergency phone.
No, not slip road. Slip road is like a separate road. The actual answer is the hard shoulder.
Hard shoulder. Okay, I don't know.
All right. Well, let me explain. The shoulder just the shoulder, and we use the terms hard shoulder and soft shoulder. Okay, the shoulder is if you can pull off on the side of the road and your car is out of the lane. You've pulled off the road, your car breaks down, for example. You get a flat tire. You pull over onto the shoulder to change your tire. Now, a hard shoulder generally means that it's asphalt or concrete. It's hard. You can park on it. Your car's not going anywhere. Sometimes you will see signs for soft shoulder. They're warning signs, soft shoulder, which means they're just dirt. And maybe if it's raining or they're muddy or whatever, you have to be careful because your car can fall off the side of the road on a soft shoulder or possibly get stuck or something. It means it's just dirt. Something like a big truck, you really wouldn't want to pull over on a soft shoulder because the heavy truck could sink on the right side and maybe get stuck or fall over. So anyway, the sides of the road where you pull over is a hard shoulder. And okay, last of all, number 5, Heidi, number 5.
Number 5, you use that to enter and leave the motorway.
Mm-hmm.
Use what? Emergency. I forgot.
What we've done?
What you use? What?
You use what to enter?
Yeah. To enter and to
get on the highway or to get off the highway?
Outside lane.
Well, no. You'd have to use the inside lane because that's. But you have to use the inside lane, and you put on your directional ting 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 ting, and then you take the slip road.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the right, and the road leaves on the right, so you just veer off the road. You veer, you turn off the road onto the slip road. Very British. I mean, Americans occasionally use the word slip road, but Americans use the word ramp. You need to take the exit ramp. Generally, there's an up and down side. An exit ramp, or you get on the highway by using the entrance ramp. In the United States, anyway, the road curves around, okay, in a circular way and takes you onto the road. So you go to get on, you use the entrance ramp. To get off, you use the exit ramp. Okay. In the UK, motorways do not have tolls. Really? Okay. You usually only pay a toll at certain bridges and tunnels. That's an interesting fact. A toll is where they slow down traffic and you have to drive by a little house with a little toll troll inside. A little person inside, and you have to give them money. Actually, in the United States, there's automated tolls. They're a lot of fun. They have like a basket, and you drive and you Heidi, are you there? Oops. Now I'm. Hello, hello. What's
Hi,
going
teacher.
on? Am I back?
Hi. Yeah.
Can't tell if I'm in or out. Okay, Heidi, I was trying to ask you: does Japan have toll highways or toll roads?
Toll road?
Yeah. You have to pay extra money to go on the road?
No.
No, that's cool.
Only
Okay.
highway. We need
Highways.
to. Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Usually it's highways, not normal roads, but highways. It'd be impossible to have toll roads on normal roads. I
Mhm.
think. I would think. Um, okay. Yeah, I hate toll roads. Okay, let's talk about driving dangerously. Yay. Okay. We're gonna match these words to make common expressions in them. Then we're going to try using them in sentences. So more co-locations. Monica, speed.
Yeah.
Monica, yeah, speed what?
Number 1. Speed limit.
Of course. Monica, do you follow the speed limit when you drive?
Uh, in Bogota, you have to drive really slow because we have a lot of traffic jam in our streets. It's impossible to exceed the speed limit here in
Okay.
Bogota. Out of the country, out of the city, yes, it's possible. I try always to drive speed limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For anybody who may be traveling to the United States and driving there, here's a clue for you. Here's some secret information. Basically, and many Americans know this, some do not. Basically, policemen set their radar. They check your speed for 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. So basically, common highway speed limit is 65 miles per hour. That's slightly over 100 kilometers an hour. And you can drive, for example, when I had cruise control, where I can set my speed, I would set my cruise control to 74 miles per hour, and I never, ever got a ticket. As long as you're 9 miles an hour under the speed limit, not 10, 10 is where they can get you. As long as you're 9 miles an hour under the speed limit, you'll never get a speeding ticket in the United States. Aha! There you go.
Good point.
A little secret information for you. So.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem. I've actually never ever gotten a speed ticket, and I drove a lot. I drove across country like 4, 5, 6 times, long distance, short distance. Never got a speeding ticket, and I was constantly driving 9 miles an hour over the speed limit. True story. Okay, David. David, reasonable. All right.
Okay, sorry, I have to create an example.
No, we're going to look at some examples in a minute. Just what's it co-locate with? What's it go with? Reasonable what?
Okay, I get it. Reasonable, reasonable speed.
Yeah, probably reasonable speed. Although it could be reasonable driving. Yeah, I think reasonable speed is a better co-location, more common. Okay, very good. Thank you. Daniel's gone. Okay. Okay, Naibe. Okay,
Number
Naibe,
three?
can you number 3? Yes. Sorry. There you go. Dangerous.
Dangerous driving.
Very good. Dangerous driving. All right. Are you a dangerous driver? Of course not. Another stupid question. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Of course not. Okay. Where Alejandro? Where'd everybody go? Okay, everyone's gone. Okay, Jose, back to you.
Head-on collision.
Okay, and what does that mean, Jose?
No, I don't have idea, teacher. What is that?
Okay. This is an actual accident. First of all, a collision, two things collide. It means they're coming straight for each other and they hit each other.
Bumped into each other head and head.
Yeah, you could collide with somebody, but it's stronger than a bump. Okay, you say you bump into someone, that's, you can bump into someone in the mall. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. But you collide with somebody, that's much more extreme, more violent, a bump. Okay, so head-on collision is like front of your car, front of their car, wham! Very serious, horrible accident, of course. I want to share with you some other terminology for accidents and collisions, all right? If you run into somebody from the rear, from the back, you're driving and you hit I don't know, you're looking in your purse or something and you're not paying attention and you hit somebody from behind, then you rear end. You could say, I got rear-ended on the way to work. It's used as a verb, okay, to rear end someone. You hit them from behind. If you're in an intersection and someone drives through, maybe they don't stop at the stop sign, and you run into them, into their passenger side or into their driver's side, it doesn't matter, at a 90-degree angle, perpendicular. Then you T-bone them, just like T-bone steak. To T-bone somebody is to hit them exactly in the side. If you're passing someone and you're not very good driver and you scrape along their car or you scrape along a parked car on the side of the road, then you sideswipe them, another verb. To sideswipe someone. Okay. It's strange with head-on collision. We don't use it as he headed on someone. We don't say that. We don't use it as a verb. All these other words that I've introduced you to are all verbs. To rear-end someone, to T-bone someone, he sideswiped my car. They're all verbs. But when we have a head-on collision, we just say he hit him head-on. So it's a noun. There was a head-on collision on the highway. Okay. In any case, let's try using some of these collocations real quick in sentences. All right. Where are we? Back. Okay. Javier, I guess. Number 5.
Slow down a bit. There is a 50 miles per hour speed limit on this road.
That's it. Okay, exactly. Excuse me. 50 miles per hour, exactly. MPH. Right, miles per hour. Okay, very good. Perfect. Hector, how about number 6?
Two drivers were killed this morning in a head-on collision on a busy road just outside there.
Yeah, very good. Head-on collision. And this is, as far as pronunciation, this has compound noun, syllable stress, head-on collision. So high, low. This is a set phrase. It has very distinct and individual, unique, specific meaning. So whenever we have combinations of words with a very specific meaning, we're going to use this high, low, baseball, notepad, cell phone, high, low intonation. Okay, yes. Head-on collision. Okay. Very good, thank you. Heidi, how about number 7?
David Perry, who caused the death of the cyclist after ignoring a red light, but has been charged with what? Charged with dangerous driving.
Yeah, I suppose so. Dangerous driving. I guess this is must be a British specific crime. Dangerous driving. We don't call it that in the United States. If you get charged with this, it's called careless and negligent. Yeah, that's just the name of it. I don't know, whatever. Careless and negligent driving. Yeah, whatever. The court system in the United States is so messed up. I once got charged with careless and negligent driving simply because I went off the road in a snowstorm. I was completely off the road in a snowbank, and I left my car on to stay warm while I was beside the road, and they charged me with careless and negligent driving because there was an oncoming car. I swerved to avoid the car, very icy roads. Anyway, it's crazy. Don't worry. They dropped the charges. It was stupid. Stupid American laws. A funny thing about America and driving laws and rules, basically, I don't know a single other American that has not gotten a speeding ticket or a traffic ticket or had some kind of incident with the police. It is virtually impossible to live your life without dealing with the police in the United States and dealing with some kind of traffic, traffic ticket of one sort or another. I seriously don't know a single person unless they've just got their license a week ago. They love to fine you in the United States for traffic violations. Okay, Monica. Monica?
Okay, yeah. If he'd been driving at reasonable speed, he'd have had time to stop.
Yeah, he'd have had time. He would have had time to stop. That's hard to say, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Complicated construction there.
But contraction, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. And there you go. Some more. Let's move on. Some more car crash. Car crash words. Okay. We're going to tell a little story here and fill in the blanks in the story using these vocabulary words. Now, in the United States, or most places really, probably, if you had a road accident, you have to give a statement to the police. You probably have to file a police report and file a separate report for your insurance. This is common. In the United States, you have to file a report if the accident totals more than $100 in damage, which is next to nothing. But if you just break a headlight or something, you don't have to report that to the police. The general rule is $100. Okay, so crash, skid, damage, swerve. Let's read our story here. Okay, David. Starting from here.
Yes, exactly. I was driving. Okay, I was driving at a reasonable speed along Brackley Road.
Yeah, whatever.
When a cyclist suddenly pulled out into the road in front of me. He took me completely by surprise, and I very nearly knock him down.
Yes, but of course this is a past tense story. He took me by surprise. So
yes.
We have to use
I
past
very nearly knocked him down.
That's it. You got it the last time. Knocked. T sound.
Knocked.
That's it. When a word ends with a K, the past tense ed sounds like a T. Knocked him down. Excellent. Very good. Okay, Naibe. Can you take over from Fortunately?
Fortunately, I managed to fortunately managed to I don't know and avoid him, but the surface was icy and the car crashed.
Okay. What did you say? Did you have a word there? Skid? Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Let's go back to the beginning. Fortunately, I managed to. Okay. The bicycle's right in front of him. What would he have to do to avoid him? The bicycle's straight in front of him. Does he crash, lose, skid, knock, damage, swerve?
I
Okay.
do not see the document.
Okay. If something's directly in front of you, if you don't want to hit it, you need to turn. Obviously, if it's something straight in front of you, in order to avoid it, if there's a telephone pole straight in front of you, you're going to have to turn. If you keep walking straight, you're going to hit your head on the telephone pole. So you have to turn to avoid it. When we turn suddenly, we swerve. Okay. You swerve means to turn suddenly. All right. A very sudden, abrupt turn is a swerve. So fortunately, I managed to swerve. Okay, it's an infinitive verb, so I don't change the tense. And avoid him, but the surface was icy and the car something across the road. Do you know this one, Naibe? No?
No.
No. Okay, anybody? Class? Anybody? What does a car do across the road when it's out of control?
Skid.
Skidded.
Skidded. Yes, and it would have to be past tense. Skidded across the road. When your tires are going not the way tires normally go, but they're going sideways, you're skidding. Okay, you're sliding. If the car's moving not the normal way a car moves from the back of the car to the front of the car, but sideways, that's a skid. Dramatic skid, but that's a skid. Okay, Jose, back to you.
Okay, I tried to steer back towards the middle of the road, but could I see the loose? I don't know. I don't see the.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I lost control.
Okay. Yep.
I lost control of the car, and black.
And
continue.
Sure, you can continue. Might as well finish your sentence.
Crashed into a brick wall on the opposition side of the road.
Crash. Yeah. Crashed. Yeah,
crashed.
With the T sound again. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crashed. Okay.
Into a brick wall on the opposite side of the road. All right. Okay, out of control. Hit the brick wall. Missed a bicyclist. Okay. All right. Javier, what happened next?
I cut my head and injured my shoulder in the accident. The car was badly. What are the options? Badly damaged.
Yeah. Badly damaged with a D on the end.
Yes, damaged damaged, but fortunately nobody was seriously injured.
All right. Right. The things wrong with your car after an accident, that's the damage. So the car was damaged. Damaged is an adjective. Oop, okay. Let's see. Let's get back up here. Okay, we're going to try to match the beginnings of the sentences with the endings down here. So I'm going to have to scroll back and forth a little bit, or maybe just stretch this. Okay, Hector, starting with number 1. Hector, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I wish you'd keep to
Uh-huh.
The speed limit.
There you go. Keep to the speed limit. This is a common collocation, a common phrasing. Please keep to the speed limit. You need to keep to the speed limit. Oh, don't bother keeping to the speed limit. Maybe. Okay. Hector, do you drive the speed limit?
Yes, ever.
Okay. Never. My answer, never. Okay. Anyway, number 2, Heidi.
You've just gone through a red light.
Ooh, whoops. Have you ever driven through a red light?
No, but when I'm walking down the street, sometimes
You walking?
Yeah, walking on the street.
You what? Saw a car drive through a red light, or you walked through a pedestrian red light?
Yeah. When I drive car, I'm very prudent.
Very good, prudent.
Walking down.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hang on, Xingyu. Wait, someone else is speaking. Go ahead, Heidi.
But walking on the street, sometimes I walk through the red light.
Okay, well, you're
But,
jaywalking.
sometimes I can't see any drivers on the street.
Absolutely. No, I understand. I do the same thing. Who cares? There's nobody coming. Right. All right. If you're doing something as a pedestrian, as a walker on the street, you're not following the signals for the pedestrians, or you're not, maybe in some places you're not crossing on the crosswalk, then you're jaywalking. Sure. Okay. Anyway, hello, Xingyu. Kind of late.
Hi, teacher. Long time no see. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
I enjoy your class.
Okay. That's great.
What are you talking about? Please tell me.
I only have 1 minute left, Xingyu, so guess what? No.
I'm sorry for being late. I'm sorry for being late.
Okay. I'd like to finish this exercise, so please just hang on a moment. Monica, try number 3.
You're driving too close to the car in front.
Okay. When you drive too close to the car in front, we have a word for that, and it's a compound noun, to tailgate. If you tailgate someone, you're way too close to them. All right. Very dangerous. Don't like tailgaters. Yeah, I hate that. I don't know why people do that, honestly. It's crazy. Okay. David, how about the next one?
Sure, teacher. I wish you'd stop overtaking on these bends.
Yeah, a bend is a turn in the road. Usually the idea is you can't see around the bend, so that, of course, passing someone or overtaking on a bend is another stupid and dangerous activity. Definitely. Okay, Naibe, last one, and then we got to go.
You are going to cause an accident?
Very good. All right. I hope not, and I hope that you all drive safe and don't have any accidents. I sincerely hope so. Safe and sound. Good phrase. Yes. Very good. Drive safe and sound. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you next time here on Verbling. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.